Edition will return next Saturday. Now stay tuned for Natalie Cole in an all-star Christmas concert of hope. A CBS holiday presentation next.
God bless us all. Jesus was born today, born in a manger. And though he was young, they say, he was no stranger. Ladies and gentlemen, Winona. He has set me free. If I will believe, I'm so glad to see it is his birthday. In bold, Jesus was born today. Oh, how we praise him. Shepherds and wise men sing, they will adore him. Please welcome Tim McGraw.
My little has just for you and me.
I'm so glad to see it's his birthday. It's his birthday. Happy birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Franklin and the family. Jesus was born today, born in a manger. Though he was young, they say, he was no stranger. Oh, he was born. Jesus was born today. Born in a manger.
Though he was young, they say.
Though he was young, they say. He was no stranger. Oh, I'm so glad he came into my life. He gave me life and made it right. Now everything will be all right.
Born in a manger.
Born in a manger.
Can I get a witness in the balcony?
Though he was young, they say.
Hallelujah.
He was no stranger. Jesus was born today, born in a manger. Though he was young, they say,
Was no stranger.
he was no stranger. Hallelujah. Jesus was born today. Jesus was born
Yes, he
today.
was.
Jesus was born today. Hallelujah! Amen! All right. Thank you so much. Good evening. Now that's how you open a Christmas special. A stage full of performers who love and respect one another. We've had a great time with each other. An audience here to also have a great time, and a song worthy of bringing us all together on stage to celebrate not only the best time of the year, but the best musical holiday that we have. And tonight, we have reason to celebrate. As a matter of fact, we have about 5 reasons to celebrate, okay? I love this lady, Winona. We've been looking for a reason to sing together. Yeah? And my girls in Vogue, Triple Talent. I don't have to tell you about Kirk Franklin and family. The biggest selling gospel group of all time, that's all. And Tim McGraw and Kenny G. Oh, yeah. You know, they both share the magic combination of melody and emotion in their music that has made them multi-million selling artists. And what a front row. All we have to worry about up here is the First Lady and a former president to sing to. Anybody nervous? We'll be all right. And overlaying it all, since this is the season of hope, some messages from some people that you know very well about the hope we all share of solving this serious problem of substance abuse in this country. So, sit back, relax, get ready for some Christmas music that's really familiar and a few songs you may not have heard before, but I know they will become favorites as soon as you do. And since Christmas is a time for keeping promises, if you're really good, and if you've been good all year, before the night is over, I promise to sing the song you'd imagine is my favorite Christmas song and one of the great songs of all time. You know the one I'm talking about, the Christmas song. Yeah. But you know what? I'm not finished. I want to do that number just a little bit more. Can we take it on out? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Tonight, from the Wiltern Theater in Los Angeles, the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse presents the Christmas Concert of Hope, an all-star celebration starring En Vogue, Kirk Franklin and the Family, Kenny G, Tim McGraw, Winona, and hosted by Natalie Cole, with special appearances by First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton, Christine Lottie, Lou Diamond Phillips, and John Schneider.
To prove that Energizer lasts over 30% longer than Duracell in these palm-top computers. Here's Energizer attorney James Madden. Lie, counselor. And it's bedtime for Bunny. Now, do you have any overdue library books?
No comment.
Okay. Which battery lasts over 30% longer in these computers?
Energizer.
Someday, Bunny.
One of these women uses Suave's new Healthy Shine. The other pays a lot more for Pantene. Both have shiny, healthy-looking hair. So who is who? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave, don't you look smart?
An idea from the gift experts at JCPenney. Shop the JCPenney catalog, America's largest gift book. Now through Tuesday, you'll save 15% on most orders. Just ask for your TV discount.
JCPenney, I love your style.
This time of year, Mother Nature can be so unpredictable. Everything's great, and then she shakes things up. During the Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event, get the vehicle designed to respond to whatever nature dishes out. Chevy Blazer with the driver control system. And get 2.9 APR financing or cash back on Blazer. Check out great offers on other 98 Chevy cars and trucks. So when Mother Nature shakes, shake right back. Get to the Chevy Make Your Money Count year-end event now and save big.
Honey, look, they're showing that Boston Market commercial again.
The one for the double marinated chicken?
They're doing the dip.
Wait, here's the announcer.
Come into Boston Market today and get a chicken individual meal starting at just $4.49. The food's always better at the market. Boston Market.
Nana, why do you say I have my daddy smile?
Because you do, baby.
Is this it?
No, not quite. Hold on a second. Look at that. There's your daddy's smile.
If you've ever been tempted to live a life of crime, this is the last guy you want to run into. He knows more about how to catch crooks than just about anyone, and he's on 60 Minutes Sunday.
Touched by an Angel, CBS Sunday.
If there's any time of the year that brings people together, it's Christmas. So it's no accident that the music on tonight's show ranges from pop to country to R&B, or that my guests come from many backgrounds. You see, I think great music all comes from the same place, and it ain't a city, a part of the country, or even a color. It comes from the heart. And no one I know has a bigger heart than my friend Winona. I think she's a great example of why I believe that's true. Won't you please welcome Winona.
Once upon a Christmas morn, there was a pretty little fair boy. Seemed like I remember sadness, a mingling in the joy. For Mary saw the future, and the sadness it would bring. And that's when Mary started crying when she heard the angel
Girl. Well, I'm glad that you proved me to be true. Oh, yes. Yes, you definitely did. You know what? I'm really glad that we had a chance to talk because this next song, when you suggested this, I had never heard this song before. Where did it come from?
I did a duet with Kenny Rogers, and I guess the reason you asked me to pick a song that was close to my heart, and this song talks about the mama waiting to give birth to Jesus. And it's one of the rare songs that you don't hear often, but what does it talk about?
It is rare. It is rare.
The experience she must have had.
Knowing.
Going in faith.
Right. Knowing what she was getting ready to give to all of us. And we now give to all of you. The song is called Mary, Did You Know? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? And the child that you deliver will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels walk? And when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, 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 did you know? Oh, Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect man? And after sleeping child to hold him is the great
Good evening. I'm Christine Lottie. Ow! You know, when you stand backstage and listen to all of this wonderful music we're hearing tonight, you wonder how much more we would have had if so many talented musical performers and writers hadn't been lost to substance abuse over the years. From Billie Holiday to Janis Joplin, from Jim Morrison to Brad Newell, drugs have taken a terrible toll on the world of music. Tonight is a night for music, for celebration, and for hope. Tomorrow should be, as we used to say, the first day of the rest of our lives. Let's get behind the work being done by CASA and by other substance abuse-related help groups and walk into 2000 together without the scars of drug and alcohol problems pulling us back. Together, we can make a difference, and will. If you need help, or if you can help, here's a number you can call to be referred right now for assistance or to make a contribution to the work that CASA is doing. Do it by calling the number on your screen. Thank you.
Coming up, we celebrate a silent night with pop and R&B supergroup En Vogue. Country superstar Tim McGraw performs, and Natalie Cole with a Christmas classic as the Christmas Concert of Hope continues.
You know, this hotline's a great idea.
Star Wars, may the force be with you. Yes, all available at Kmart. Thanks for calling. Could you answer a phone, please?
You're doing fine.
Barbie Hotline, can I help you? Yes, we do have Dentist Barbie.
Open?
Yes. Lego, if you build it, they will come.
I built it, they came.
It's Kmart's Toy Mania, where you can build your kids' collections of the hottest toys at Kmart's low prices.
Taking a coffee break.
For what?
Coffee?
This holiday, there's a better way to save. Kmart.
No, it's not Barbie. It's actually me.
George of the Jungle is now on video. With apes that talk, elephants that bet, and a hit jungle hero. Oh. George of the Jungle, on sale now.
George not feels so good.
They look the same on the outside, but inside, it's a whole different story. Because Duracell alkaline batteries outlast Energizer in the devices you use most. Better make it Duracell.
If you're not experiencing ultimate luxury, maybe you're in the wrong car. Introducing a new car from Lincoln. Still exactly what a luxury car should be.
Dear Santa, I want a Fighting Frankie action figure, but not Fighting Frankie. I want the bad guy with a laser and reversible face, but not the bad guy with a laser. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Horse out! Dear Santa, I want a Fighting Frankie action figure. Another horse? Here, this will help.
Get the new Polaroid One-Step Express camera, now for under 35 bucks. And maybe you'll get what you want this year.
Looking for a better way to carry food? Try Pyrex Portables, a unique food carrier system with thermal packs to keep food hot or cold for hours. Pyrex Portables, the way to go.
Dear Burger King, congratulations. This is a great day for all potatoes. Can't wait to make the big announcement at the press conference. He used to...
Monday, why is Danny Aiello fighting mad on Cosby?
Do you know me? Yes, Mr. Aiello.
Then, two college rivals are out to relive their glory days.
The winner? Today's race? Him.
Even if it kills them. Plus, it's a heartwarming holiday everybody loves Raymond.
We usually hang ours on the door.
And the Yuletide spirits are flowing.
We're all naked.
On a brand new George and Leo.
Jesus, the cops!
If it's Monday, it must be CBS.
In the reasonably short time I've been singing, and this year is my 23rd year as a recording artist, and I really don't think that's necessary to put in there, but I've watched music change a lot. I started during the disco era, though I wasn't a part of it, and from there it was punk, new wave, house, rap, and even Marilyn Manson. But I'm still here. Thank you very much. And so are all the Christmas songs that we listened to long before disco, and I'm sure we'll hear for generations to come. And that's why I was so thrilled that when we asked En Vogue to be here tonight, they wanted to sing one of the classics but bring their own style and feel to it. Wait till you hear this. Here are three great voices in one beautiful package by girls in Vogue.
Come on, y'all, put your hands together. Yeah.
You know that it's the time of year when certain things that you see and hear remind you of the holiday. Oh, when I hear the bells ring, I think of you and I start to sing. Hold me tight through the night. Peace and calm is in your silent night. Feel so right. All is calm, all is bright. Silent night. Sing 'em in bells. Come on, jingle those bells. Woo! It's the time of the year when I want to hold you close, my dear. Oh, no, no, don't get me wrong. The other times are nice, but there's something about the holidays, cold snow and ice that gets me in the mood. Maxed and chillin' to the Vogue style groove. Blessed into the season holidays that be, from the E to the N to the V-O-G-U-E. When I hear the bells ring, how they come through, and I start to sing. Hold me tight all through the night. My peace and calm is in your silent night. Feel so right. Feel the right. All is calm, all is bright. Silent night. Feel so right. You know it. All is calm, all is bright. Silent night.
When it comes right down to it, though, I bet we could have a lot of fun trying to figure out which kind of music can tear your heart out better. You know, rhythm and blues or country. Think about it. R&B's got songs like Ain't Nobody's Business and Midnight Train to Georgia. But country's got songs like Walking the Floor Over You and Stand By Your Man and whatever your favorite, they both come from the heart. And they both express real, honest emotion and feelings. That's what I love about our next performer. He's given us some high-energy country songs, but there's no one around who can tear into a ballad like he can. Here's a great one from a great one. Please welcome country superstar Tim McGraw.
He was her man, she was his wife. And late one winter night, he knelt by her as she gave birth. But it wasn't his child, it wasn't his child. And yet he took him as his own. And as he watched him grow, it brought him joy. He loved that boy. But it wasn't his child. It wasn't his child. And like a father, he was strong and kind and good. And I believe he did his best. And it wasn't easy for him, but he did all he His son was different from the rest. It wasn't his child. It wasn't his child. And as the boy became a man, he took his father's hand, and soon the world would all know why. He wasn't his child. He wasn't his child. And like his father, he was strong and kind and good. And I believe he did his best. And it wasn't easy for him, but he did all he could. He grew up with his hands in wood, and he died with his hands in wood. He was God's child. He was God's child. He was her man, she was his wife. And late one winter night, he knelt by her as she gave birth. But it wasn't his child. He was God's child.
Ladies and gentlemen, the substance abuse problem that exists today is the focus of so much national attention that one of our greatest fears is that we will become so insulated to the need that we won't even continue to fight it anymore. Well, without information, there can be no hope. And hope is one of the things that CASA is all about. We often say that children are our hope, but the statistics gathered and released by CASA show that it is this very group, I'm talking about our young people, your children and my children, who are most affected by drugs.
My dream is to become a teacher.
To produce music.
A doctor or a store lady or a gymnastic teacher.
When you look at these kids and think of the poverty and the violence and the drugs that are an everyday part of their life, and you see them say they're going to go to college, they're going to be a nurse, they're going to be a doctor, you know how important hope is, and you know we can give those kids hope by helping them. We have a lot of problems in this country, but we have one very big problem, and it's substance abuse, abuse of drugs and alcohol. CASA is the only place in the United States that looks at substance abuse in all its ugly faces, that looks at it in every corner of our society, in every aspect of our life. What we're trying to do is find out what works to prevent people from ever using drugs and to help those people who get hooked. We found programs that work that can help every community in America.
I want to go to college.
Become a biochemist.
CASA is about hope. It's having faith that if you give the American people the facts and show them what works, they'll act on it.
Coming up, Kirk Franklin and the family rock the house, and Kenny G with a special Christmas moment as the Christmas Concert of Hope continues.
Buy My Best Friend's Wedding on video.
It's a very romantic story.
Okay, we don't all need to know what we know.
Julia Roberts. My Best Friend's Wedding. Buy it now on video cassette and DVD.
One of these women uses Suave Daily Clarifying Shampoo. The other uses one that costs twice as much. Both have hair that's free of buildup. Who is who? If you can't tell, why should we? Suave. Don't you look smart?
George, the Sprint store at Radio Shack was a great idea for holiday shopping. I can get a decorator phone for Rosie, an answering machine for Elroy.
I could be programming numbers and reading directions to the next millennium.
I can help with that. I am Sprint certified.
He can make sense out of anything.
And I can save you 25% if you sign up for Sprint Long Distance.
Great! Wrap them up. We'll give them to your mother. Beautiful.
Wrap up a telephone or answering machine for 25% off when you sign up for Sprint Long Distance, the new Sprint store at Radio Shack.
The Christmas Concert of Hope, starring Natalie Cole, will continue.
A crooked contractor makes Chuck Norris an offer he can't refuse.
You can leave the easy way, or you can leave the hard way. The hard way.
An all-new Walker, CBS, next.
Welcome home to an inspiring Christmas classic.
I got no faith left.
I promise you'll find yours.
Randy Travis guests on a holiday touched by an angel. Then, USA Today gives Ellen Foster 4 out of 4 stars. Hallmark Hall of Fame is on a roll with a movie better than what the deaf man heard. Ellen Foster, CBS Sunday.
The fragrance for treasured moments. Trésor, Lancôme, Paris. Fragrance sets to treasure. Trésor Harmony, $45, and Trésor Romantique, $57.50. Now at Kaufman's.
Do you really think I'm royalty?
You know I do. She doesn't talk like a princess.
Then stop bossing me around.
She doesn't look like a princess.
I am not exactly Grand Duchess material here.
But what if, do you see what I see? She really is one. Wow. Anastasia, alive? This holiday season.
No one can save you.
Want to bet? Discover the secret. You really are Anastasia. To one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Anastasia. Perfect. Rated G. Now playing only in theaters.
For CBS 19's Denise DePaula's People, Sundays in a Plain Theater.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS.
The tradition of gospel music is one of this country's greatest gifts to the world. From the Golden Gate Singers to Mahalia Jackson, gospel performers have created some of our most enduring anthems. And at Christmas time, it's just not right to celebrate the music of the season without it. And we got the man and the choir to do it right. They've taken the music of the church and added the sounds of the street to make a joyful noise like no one's ever heard before. You are in for a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the best-selling gospel group of all time, the great Kirk Franklin and the family.
Angels we have heard on high.
You know we have to change it around. You know we've got to do it the way we know how to do it. Represent our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Come on, come on. Dallas, you can clap to this. Atlanta can clap to this. New York can clap to this. Come on. Come on, sing it with me one time.
Jesus is the reviving light for the season. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. Jesus is the reviving light for the season. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he is. I don't need no material things. All I need, is the love you bring. All I need is
praise? We got the praise. And who we give the praise to? Jesus. Say, who got the praise? We got the praise. And who we give the praise to? Jesus. Say, who got the praise now? We got the praise. And who we give the praise to? Jesus. Say, who got the praise now? We got the praise. Check it, check it. And he is. He is. Yes, he is. He's the reason. Hey, one thing you should know. One thing you should know. Everywhere you go. He is. He is. He's the reason. One thing I can say. One thing I can say. Special on that special day. He is. He's the reason. One thing you should know. Wherever you go. He is. He's the reason. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Boy, that was mesmerizing. And here's someone else that's just as mesmerizing, our next guest, who has the distinction of actually having the most beautiful son and the most wonderful looking wife I've seen in a long time. No, the biggest selling Christmas album of all time. I can say that because he's a friend. Over 10 million copies have been sold, and not entirely by coincidence, he's here tonight to play what until this year had been the biggest selling single record of all time. So won't you please welcome Kenny G.
Good evening. I'm Lou Diamond Phillips, and I am very, very honored to be here tonight. As we begin to celebrate another holiday season, it seems to me that this is the perfect time to think about hope and promise. We're 2 years away from the year 2000, but in some ways, it seems like we haven't come very far in our war on drugs in the past 50 years. And that's really why we're here tonight. Now, CASA doesn't have all the answers, but it does have programs that are working in wonderful ways toward finding them. So if you need help, or if you can help, please call the number you see on your screen. There's no better Christmas present you can give your family, and no better present you can give yourself. After all, isn't that the best answer of all? Thank you.
Coming up, Natalie Cole performs a special Christmas tribute to her father and a Christmas message from the First Lady of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Around the corner, not far away, there's a very busy place. A workshop, you might say. With helpers who do marvelous things for you. They know just what you want, like Priority Mail, about 2 to 3 days, and Express Mail arrives overnight, and on Christmas, too. You'll find holiday helpers not far away in your post office.
Your mom says Crispix won't get soggy in milk.
Looks the same on the... Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse at Columbia University, Mr. Joseph Califano.
Natalie Cole, your music has bridged the generations of America. Your extraordinary CDs and concerts have given untold hours of enjoyment and excitement to Americans from 1 to 92. Your participation in this concert of hope to benefit CASA and the struggle against substance abuse is just the latest example of your dedication and generosity. Natalie, your voice has cheered and moved us. Your talent has awed us. But most of all, your courage and your candor have inspired millions of American families struggling, as have you, with substance abuse and addiction. That is your greatest achievement. And that's why it's such an honor to present you the CASA Distinguished Service Award.
God bless you for that. Thank you very much. This is always an emotional subject for me because I guess you could call me a walking miracle. I've been to the other side of death and made it back. And I'm here to tell you that an organization such as CASA, thank God for it. I wish we had had it some years ago when I first started with my drug addiction. Everybody thought that if you were on drugs, you were just crazy, or that why couldn't you just say no? So being a walking miracle, I'm glad that I made it back to this side. For some reason, I'm still here, and I guess it would be because I'm a symbol, one of the many symbols that can give hope to those of you who are struggling with this disease. I'm here to let you know that there is recovery, there is hope. It's never over, but it's always a beginning. You never close the door to recovery. But let me tell you something. When you get to this side, and you can look back, and you just wonder how I got over, and God has a lot to do with it too. Thank you so much.
What a woman, what a person. Ladies and gentlemen, the First Lady of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton. It's a privilege to stand here with you and to present this award to you. As First Lady of this nation, you have set a remarkable example by putting the nation's children first. You've long recognized that in the battle against substance abuse, it's our children, our youngest and most vulnerable citizens, who are at stake. All your life, you have worked on behalf of America's young people. You have always understood the importance of protecting children from the devastating effects of drug, alcohol, and tobacco abuse and addiction. For your extraordinary efforts to protect our nation's children from all forms of substance abuse, it is an honor and a privilege to present to you, Hillary Rodham Clinton, First Lady of the United States, the CASA Distinguished Service Award.
Thank you. I am so delighted to be here and very honored to receive the CASA Distinguished Service Award. I want to congratulate Joe Califano and the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse at Columbia University and all the talented performers taking part in this spectacular second Concert of Hope. This is truly a remarkable evening, and it is made more so because I am so pleased that members of anti-drug coalitions in hundreds of cities and towns are right now in living rooms and town halls to watch this broadcast. The work done at CASA is vital to our success because CASA is providing concrete answers to our questions of how best to protect our children from substance abuse. We know that a child who reaches age 21 without using drugs, smoking cigarettes, or abusing alcohol is virtually certain never to do so. That's why in 1998, we will launch a nationwide anti-drug youth media campaign. It is also why we are helping to create 14,000 new community anti-drug coalitions across America. If we are to save our children from drugs, every one of us, parent and police officer, educator, and entertainers like the wonderful ones we've seen tonight, mentors, religious leaders, the corporate executives, athletes, all of us must take responsibility to ensure that all America's children can pursue their physical, intellectual, and spiritual development free of drugs. That is how we can offer hope of a bright tomorrow to our children and to all Americans. That is what this Christmas Concert of Hope is all about. And that is how we can make that hope a reality. Let's pledge ourselves to being part of giving hope to all of our children. Thank you very much.
Without the benefit of any further superlatives, because none can come close, here's my favorite Christmas tune, sung with love for my dad. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe really helps to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that he's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. It's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you.
Provided by American Airlines, together with their regional airline partner, American Eagle. American Airlines serves over 250 cities in 43 countries worldwide. American Airlines, something special in the air.
So, we come to the end of this Christmas concert of hope. You know, hope has different meanings to people, but when you think about it, for all of us, it's the spirit that keeps us going. Hoping that we'll all be here together next year in good health. Hoping that we'll take some positive steps to solving some of the things that separate us. Hoping that we can find some answers to this terrible scourge of substance abuse that's responsible for so many of our problems. There are, of course, no simple answers, but I've always believed that one of the answers, at least, is love. When I think about love, I think about Tonka. And I always turn to a song that I first sang nearly 20 years ago. It says a lot. So it only helps to have us all join together in saying goodnight by performing it for you. A little something for you to stick in your back pocket and save for a rainy day. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and a truly wonderful and blessed New Year from all of us to all of you. Thank you so much.
January 3rd, we're bringing back the adventure and the heroes of one of the great westerns of all time.
Double or nothing.
The Magnificent Seven premieres Saturday, January 3rd on CBS.